Taurus, welcome to a reading for you. Happy new week, happy Monday to you guys. Welcome. If you are new here, welcome to you. If you are returning, I am very grateful to have you here. Please like, share, subscribe if you haven't already done so. I appreciate you in advance. Okay, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into a reading. We are going via zodiac signs this week. So here we go. Personals are also open. If you are interested in getting a personal with me, email me at blackbutterflydiamondtarot@gmail.com and I'll be happy to assist you with a personal. Okay, without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into this. Please only take what resonates. Roles can be reversed as well. Cross watchers are also welcome if you are cross watching for a Taurus. Without further ado, let's go ahead. I hope you're doing well, guys. Messages for Taurus. These are the What's the Vibe cards. I've been feeling these cards lately. I have. And one fell off the table. Have they been feeling me? Okay. Healing. Self-care, introspection, meditation. Okay. We have drowning in the reverse. Okay. In over your head. So maybe things are easing up for you, Taurus. You could be getting over something karmic. Third parties, haters, lesson learned. Some of you Taurians have had enough of the BS. This could be having enough of being put in third party situations. This could be having enough of the karmic people in your life. Karmic people could be anybody to you. It could be karmic family. Could be karmic lovers. Anything in between. Heavy emphasis on karmic lovers though. You could be healing from something here where somebody did put you in some sort of third party situation. Maybe you did feel very overwhelmed at one point and this feeling is going to be feeling a little bit more light for you. Maybe you are adopting some sort of self-care practice which is really doing you good at this time. We've got frills in the reverse. Continuous cycles, bad decisions and addictions. Interesting. Came out in the reverse. Some of you ain't down with the BS. Family, blood ties, inner circle. For some of you, this has something to do with a family circle. For some of you, this could have something to do with a person who you did have a family with or you do. Okay, let's delve in a little bit more for you. Messages for Taurus, please, Spirit. Tell me about Taurus. Tell me about Taurus. Yeah, some of you are kind of like getting tired of some sort of petty energy. Maybe some of you have dealt with a immature earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, or a Taurus like yourself. Definitely could be a Taurus. You could have a child with this person. Yeah, child. Page of Cups. Thank you, Spirit. Definitely an energy around you. Yeah, maybe somebody keeps betraying you for some of you. For a lot of you, it's an earth sign that keeps putting you in some sort of compromising position. Maybe there's other people involved with that Three of Cups that I saw in the shuffle. Messages for Taurus. Seven of Swords came out in the reverse and the Seven of Cups. Five of Cups in the reverse. Definitely an emphasis on you getting better. So I like to see that. Maybe you're not so knee deep in emotions at this time. Some of you could be coming out of sadness, which is good. Ten of Pentacles. Some of you are feeling more solid. Some of you, your focus is going towards some sort of future or building some sort of legacy or solid foundation for yourself, which is nice. It's kind of like some sort of clarity that could be happening for you where you're realizing that, okay, now it's the next chapter. Now it's the next phase. Eight of Swords. Temperance. The Knight of Wands and the Queen of Swords. Someone can no longer affect you with the Nine of Swords and they're worried about this. This is somebody who could be stressed out. Oh yeah, Three of Cups is here. You've got someone here who could be paranoid as to what you know about a third party or some sort of involvement with outside. Someone's been outside. They've been splitting their energy with the Six of Pentacles. And quite frankly, I'm seeing that this Taurus may have had enough. Enough of the BS. Taurus, someone is worried that they are losing a grip on you. This could definitely be somebody who painted a lot of illusions for you, and they definitely expected you to kind of live in the energy of confusion. My thing is why would you do to someone else what you wouldn't like for yourself? But that's the world that we live in, right? So you could definitely be dealing with somebody that would not stand for what they've been doing to you. And just bear that in mind when you are moving forward or dealing with certain people. Because sometimes one rule for you and next rule for them, okay? Some of you are dealing with a hypocrite, most definitely a hypocrite. You could have been very stuck. This looks like confusion, don't know whether to turn left, right, go up, go down. You could have been sort of in an analysis paralysis with someone because they could have been spinning you a yarn or trying to kind of keep you in some sort of illusion. The Seven of Swords in the reverse. You could be about to find out the cherry on the top. This is like the last nail in the coffin, if you like. And you're going to be at peace. I feel like some of you are going to be more poised and more at peace with a revelation or some sort of deception that's about to come out. Because it's almost like you're desensitized to someone's lies. This looks to me that maybe you've dealt with somebody and it's just like it's predictable that they are going to lie. And that's the problem. And it's like you're going to hear something about this person. For a lot of you, you could have some sort of information coming out now. Maybe something came out more recently. And it's almost like, you know, it fits them. This is not something that is weird for their behavior because they behave this way. But with the Temperance, you're going to handle something very well. And some of you may even be realizing that you are more healed than what you thought because of the way that you're going to handle some sort of information that comes out about this person. This is like the energy of not even caring or being very logical about something as opposed to crashing out, going off at the mouth, you know, what have you. And it's going to put someone in a period of reflection, but not only that, very stressed out at the fact that you haven't reacted the same as what you used to with their antics. Someone can no longer affect you. Someone no longer holds the key to your emotions. So therefore, if they disappoint you with this Knight of Wands, with the Five of Cups in the reverse, it's almost like it just water off a duck's back. That's how it's become. And when you get to that point, you realize that you are more healed than maybe what you gave yourself credit for. And a lot of you could be having that realization that you are no longer open to the merry-go-round, a karmic cycle, because a lot of you have been dealing with somebody who has put you in some sort of karmic cycle. You will get an apology from someone. I do definitely feel like there's an apology coming in, but the way that you handle this time around is going to be far different to what you've handled it in the past with the Queen of Swords being here. You're handling someone like a business transaction, okay? And if someone plays with your emotions, then you need to be very cautious about who you open up to and emotionally feeling vulnerable in that person's presence with your emotions where it comes to this person and how you talk to this person if you do still have to deal with them. For some of you, if you do have children, it is transactional and simply about the children. When I say transactional, it's okay, you're showing up on that day. Okay, I'll be sure to get the child ready. Okay, that's it. Keep it simple. With these type of people, that's kind of how you need to deal with this, because you need to strip it back. Because if you know that somebody is a manipulator, if you know that somebody has played mind games or has painted illusions in the past, there's nothing to say that this person can't do this again. Now, people can change, but I don't feel like this person has. If anything, I feel like this is about you really reforming how you deal with somebody. If you do not have children with someone, I do definitely feel like someone's coming in for an apology. This person could miss you. You're not the same person anymore. And this may have happened over time. What's the Queen of Swords? Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, you're more mentally strong. I feel like a lot of you may have been working on your ability to rationalize as well. You are very solid. This may have taken you... There's some sort of mastery of the mind. And, you know, that deserves a round of applause, if not a congratulations, because when you are in control of your mind, it's very difficult to get to that place, especially when you lead with emotions. So you could have been someone that was leading with emotions where it comes to someone. You are no longer allowing your emotions to lead you, and therefore you're able to handle something in a lot more of a rational way and more stable. You are very level-headed with this energy, the Knight of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords, and you think before you talk. But not only that, you may mull things over for a while. You could be the type of person that now says, okay, hold on, I'm going to get back to you, let me just think it over. You might give it a week, and then you will come back from a space of, I've thought about it. You ain't reacting, you're just simply laying out the facts. You thought about it rationally, and you're becoming very emotionally stable. And this is a really nice energy to see. Very intelligent. Ace of Pentacles, and you could be being blessed for that energy. Okay, that takes a lot of work to become the master of your own mind, and how level-headed you can be, and how you can respond from a space of being very level-headed and not respond to react. Respond to respond, not respond in reaction to things, if that makes sense. I think I've got that topsy-turvy and mixed up there, and it's stressing someone out. You're too level-headed. King of Wands. Yeah, some of you could be dealing with a fire sign that's coming in to bust the moves for you. What does this person want? Queen of Pentacles and the King of Cups. They want you to trust them with your investment. They want you to feel like things are safe. You can safely invest in them, but they didn't make you feel safe in the past. For some of you, you do have a water sign that you could be involved with. Someone could even know that you are talking to someone new. You could be potentially opening up to a water sign. This could be a Scorpio, an earth sign. For some of you, you're looking in another direction, okay? Especially if you have kids with someone, you could definitely be dating someone new. Seven of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, you could be letting your guard down with this water sign. What does this past person want here? Knight of Swords. They want to trigger you. They want to see if they can get a rise out of you. Don't give it to them. Death card. Don't give it to them. Spirit said don't give it to them. King of Swords. Yeah, there's that rational, level-headed. Kill them with kindness. Kill them with poise. Sit on that throne. Be hard to read, because you put yourself in vulnerability when you open up emotionally to people who don't know what to do with your feelings, or they play with it. So therefore it's like you have to deal with this person in this way. This is what this is. With the Death card, shut it down. Okay, tell me about this new person. Justice. Yeah, this is something that is for you. Two of Cups. Wow. Some of you are connecting with a new person here. For those of you who you're not wanting romance, because not everybody would necessarily be desiring romance at this time, I do see you definitely becoming a lot more solid in your emotive space, and being a lot more careful and logical about how you invest in things emotionally. And that's across the board. That's like how you react to drama. That's how you kind of handle things that might be a disappointment. You know, you might find that an appointment gets cancelled that you was really waiting for, and usually you would be stressed out or upset. This time around it's like, oh, it's okay, it just wasn't meant to be today. I'll rebook, I'll reschedule, they'll reschedule, and it will be fine. This is like being able to take a chill pill, and you're going to start to feel a lot more comfortable with adopting this energy. For those of you who are waiting for a new connection, you could be connecting to a Libra or a Scorpio. Page of Swords, this person's going to want to know a lot about you. Could be a lot of communication, a lot of messaging going back and forth. Is this person going to be doing anything up here? Ten of Wands, trying to stress you out. Don't allow someone's past antics, somebody of the past that could still be meddling in your energy in some way, shape or form, to make things difficult. This person wants to make it hard for you to move forward. This person does not want to see you move forward. I will tell you that. But they didn't know what to do with you when they had you. They were playing the fool. And now you're kind of looking in another direction. Now you've kind of wised up where it comes to you don't respond in a way of reaction. You respond from logic. You say, hang on, let me just check in with myself. I'll let you know in a week. The best thing you can do is give yourself time. That's self-love. That's boundaries. That's what that's about. And I feel like you're doing that beautifully here, and someone can't take it. You're no longer stressing out about someone. You're no longer worried about someone. They are what they are, and that's just about it. You're no longer going to be drowning for someone's BS. Okay, you're no longer going to be on that karmic wheel with someone. For those of you, this could be like a twin flame, or someone here who you deemed as a person who you may have had a lot more of a solid future with, and it's just not seeming to be the case. Okay, the moon. 9 of Wands. Yeah, someone is really deep in their emotions where it comes to not being able to trigger you or have a hold. This person's silently going crazy, I can't lie to you. Is there anything else? 6 of Swords in the reverse. You haven't heard the last of a past person trying to make something right with you. This is going to be something you're going to have to decide. So just be strong-minded where it comes to deciding what to do with someone coming back in to have another go around on the hamster wheel with you. You do have new love here, most definitely. There is a new love. I do feel like this is someone who's more emotionally intelligent. Okay, so just bear that in mind. Bear that in mind. Congratulations though. I do feel like you have mastered something where it comes to you not allowing someone to ruin your day. And when I say that, you know, you ever deal with somebody and it's like you don't speak to them and it feels all the way discombobulated, or you're so intertwined with someone's energy that something goes wrong and it just it ruins everything for you. You can't think straight, you can't work, you are distracted, you know, you start to be snappy. You're no longer in that vibe with someone, and that is progress. That is real progress. Now, I'm not saying that, you know, it can't bother you to fall out with someone that you care about, but I feel like this was a very unhealthy tie. This could be like a trauma bond, or someone wanted to manifest a trauma bond sort of situation with you where you felt like your whole world was falling apart if they weren't around. Now they're not around and your whole world seems to be together. Not only that, you seem to be very rational. You are saying, hang on a minute, I need to think about that. Let me check in with the CEO, which is myself. And you're in control of yourself. And not only that, what you give to. They're going out of their mind, okay? Knight of Swords. Don't be surprised if this person starts to make life difficult or starts to lay on burdens. Do not take on anybody's projection, okay? Because the way that they behave is their problem. It isn't yours. Your reaction or your movement forward or deciding to not sign up to this is a consequence of this person's own actions. Let them sit with their actions. Allow them to sit with their actions, okay? Because the way that they behave is not your responsibility. That's theirs. How you choose to proceed, that's yours, okay? Is there anything else for Taurus? This looks good, Taurus. I like this for you. Page of Cups in the reverse and the Hangman in the reverse. You're going to have someone very, very deceptive coming in to try to shift your mindset on them. King of Cups in the reverse, yeah. Queen of Cups. Somebody may even try to get in the way of some sort of new connection that you have, because you do have this King of Cups here. 7 of Wands. 9 of Swords. Yeah, someone feels like there's nothing that they can do to reel you back in. The Emperor in the reverse. The Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, something is changing. I feel like something where, yeah, some of you could have been dealing with an Aries, a fire sign, an Aries. There's a switch up. Someone in your life is being replaced by someone a lot more stable. Someone who takes care of your mental state. That's a breath of fresh air in itself. Someone who cares about how you feel. Someone who cares about your mind, your spirit. That's the next level of love and intimacy, okay? It's deeper than just having someone there as a presence in your life. This is someone who is going to really take time with you. Enjoy that, okay? Those of you who are looking for love, I definitely see a switch up. With the Emperor being in the reverse, someone's definitely going to lose their ish when they see that you are moving forward with the Wheel of Fortune. But this is a destined, fated sort of thing here in terms of timeline shifting for you, where you're being moved out of the way. This person had their chance. what they did with their chance was a shambles, and now you can go off and find someone who is going to be a lot more stable for you. High Priestess, the Death card in the reverse. Two of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, this is someone who you're separating from, and then you're moving into a more stable energy. Ace of Swords. Yeah. Yeah. Two of Pentacles. And the 5. You snooze and you lose. You snooze, you lose. You don't know how to behave. Behave. That's my British coming out. King of Swords in the reverse. You don't know how to behave. All you have to do, in terms of this past person, all they're going to have to do is be mad at themselves and regretful. They can go and cry in cornflakes. It's not your problem that somebody couldn't act right. And that's what I see here. I see something being replaced in your life. And if this is not about a person and a new love, because let's be honest, like I say, not everybody wants to necessarily go off and get a new romantic person. Sometimes people are very content on their own. This is your mind state healing. You know, this is value. Okay, we talk about love and money and new job and blessings. Sometimes the blessing is just having a head that is screwed on your shoulders after potentially maybe losing it, or halfway nearly there to losing it, dealing with a karmic person. Sometimes the prize is having your faculties about you, getting out intact, and not even just intact, being more sharp, more diligent than what you was before. Don't get it twisted. That is sometimes a blessing in itself. I feel like your way of thinking has evolved. And I feel like you should be very, very happy and pleased with yourself for the work that you've done in order to get there. Because this takes a lot. This takes work. Mental clarity. Being able to have your faculties about you where you can master your mind. That is strength. That is a different type of strength. We're not talking, you know, pumping it out at the gym. Congratulations if you've been going to the gym. I don't know why I got that example. This is mental athletics. This is pumping weights with your mind. This is the ability to control how you view things, your perception, making sure that you are responding from a very healthy, level-headed space. The work that you're doing on yourself is amazing. It's immense. Give yourself grace. For those of you who feel like you're not there yet and you are coming out of this drowning energy, or you are still feeling like, okay, because timelines are a thing, as I always say, you're just starting out on this healing phase. This is what you've got to look forward to. Really work on being rational about things, especially where it comes to a specific person that you've been dealing with. Because I feel like that's how you need to handle this person, with more logic, with less of the heart space and more of the practical space that occupies your mind, or where they occupy your mind, especially if you are being removed from this person's orbit or out of this person's life. Someone will regret juggling you. They will. But it's only after that they see that you've got the strength of mind to not allow them access the key to the most vulnerable part of you, which is your emotive space that is healing in turn. Okay? That's quite a deep reading, Taurus. Taurus, I love you. Keep doing that work, because I see it's paying off. I see it's really paying off. Someone's period of time is running out in your life, and now is the time for a push forward in a new direction for you. And I feel like someone is not going to take to that very well. Maybe they felt like they would always have access to you. That is not seeming to be the case. I love you. If you like how I read, please like, share, subscribe to the channel. But until next time, sending you love and light. I will see you soon. Mwah. Have an amazing week. Bye.